Freedom of speech? You think you have freedom of speech? Well, you might think you have freedom of speech, but you might also be wrong. There's an interesting article that I just got on World Net Daily. Radio stars fired for whacking unusual Democratic policy. And what the article talks about is the City of Rochester, their new health care plan for their employees. Well, if someone decides to no longer live in the body that he or she was born in, the new medical plan will cover a transgender operation, along with all the necessary and required medical, psychological treatments necessary to help through that transition. It'll also provide hormone therapy for those that want to grow breasts or whatever else they want to do. Now, the article talks about two radio hosts, and Kimberly and Beck. And they were fired based on some of the comments that they made. For example, they said transgender or gender non-conforming. What the hell does that mean? Like you're not a woman or a man? The dude can look like a lady and then the city is going to pay for it? As Aerosmith's song, Dude Looks Like a Lady, played in the background. That's creative. Does that mean then if a woman wants a boob job, they'll pay for a boob job because that's only right? The services that will be paid for under the new coverage, gender reassignment surgery, psychological counseling, because you're probably a nut job to begin with. It's a slippery slope. Then if some woman can go to a doctor and it'll be proven that she's got mental issues because her rack's not big enough, then you know what? She deserves a boob job, right, Kimberly? Or she deserves liposuction, right? If you can prove you're a nut job, I guess. Those are the comments that those two radio hosts made. And the City of Rochester decided to, well, not the City of Rochester, but the radio station that they belong to that played in Rochester, WBZA, booted them off the air completely. Well, I don't know. You know, there's a couple of things that need to be looked at here. Number one, can the City of Rochester afford this kind of additional unnecessary expense? And why should folks that work for the City of Rochester, it doesn't define which department, so I would imagine any department, garbage pickup or water or public utilities, any one of them can go for a realignment. How insane is that? In the meantime, our veterans are dying because they can't get in to see a doctor. What do you think is going to happen once this gets put into place? You don't think that Buffalo is going to want the same thing Rochester has? You don't think that the employees in New York are going to want the same thing that Rochester has? Do you have any idea of what kind of additional burden this is going to be put on cities that are already overstretched? It's nuts. It's totally nuts. And like they said, woman goes to a doctor and says, you know, I'm having a real tough time dealing with my small boobies. I need bigger boobies. Rochester's going to pay for that too. This is what happens when you have bureaucrats that are nuts, which most bureaucrats, sadly, are nuts. That's what I think. So what do you think?